So just coming up and across, getting a warm up, stretching out across your hips and glutes, staying nice and tall with your upper body. All right, so we want to stay nice and tall with the upper body, letting your legs come up and across. Now let's take our feet and just straighten them as you go across. Try to stretch out your hamstrings a little bit as you're coming across, getting the back of your leg as your leg stays straight. And then we're going to take it to, in 15 seconds, we'll take it to upper body, getting our shoulders loose a little bit. Again, we're going to work with a lot of body weight and core and balance today. So we want to get our whole body warm. Let's go to the upper body next. Coming out really wide, point your toes out with your feet, and we're just going to come around, making some circles, slow and deliberate, with your arms just going forwards, so you can warm up your core. So from the side, I'm trying to round my back out and get the core to work. Get the abdominals to start moving a little bit. And then we're going to go backwards so you can get your low back. Now also thinking about your hips, your pelvis, and your legs on this one, because that's going to help you get warm through our whole body. And it's going to be a great day today, starting it out with some fresh exercise. It's always a good way to start the day. Coming up and around. And then we're going to get some good cardio in today as well. So let's go ahead and we're going to come back to our legs, coming up high in front and then back behind you. So you're trying to kick back behind you. Up, up, kick it back, kick it back. As you're doing these, you're coming up tall, leaning in, kicking back, kicking back. Now what your knees are doing is important too. We want to try to remember to push your knees out as you kick back. We'll come back to some of these with our cardio because we're going to do this a little faster for our cardio exercises today. So that's why we're getting warm with some of the movements that we'll do later with some of our cardio and our balance. 10 more seconds, keeping the upper body and lower body engaged as we move and groove. All right, so next up, let's get some boxing in. We're going to come out real wide. Get your bend in your knees. Come out wide, as wide as you can. Just working across the torso, getting our heart rate up just a little bit. Keep going strong. Keep exhaling as you punch outwards. As you're exhaling, you're going to punch forward as far as you can, so you're rounding out your back. And that's what's important, is to try to get that stretch through your lats, through the back. And then we're going to get some balance exercises in. So we're going to go just to the left foot here. Let's take it to the left foot. We're going to go out to the right, back, and then forwards. Out. That'll never help, right? See, I told you we'll have to do some editing, right? We'll figure it out. So we're going to go out to the right, back, and then forward. Out, back, forward. Now what you're doing when you go forward is keeping your weight on this left leg, okay? Just working on one side, working some of that balance. Now also get a good foot contact, so your whole foot touches when you go in front. Let's go to the right foot, standing on the right, out, back, and then in front. All right, keeping that movement going, where you're going to try to go with all of your body, getting your whole body in. Good work. And so the key on this one is trying to keep your legs at the party. Let those legs get strong. And it's a warding pattern for that right leg, pattern of movement to ward off injuries. If you're walking downstairs, you're going to put your foot forward. So this helps us build strength in those positions of daily living, activities of daily living. Where we're walking downstairs, upstairs, hiking down a hill, whatever it is that we're doing. All right, so we're going to come back to boxing. Now, we're going to take the shoulder blades, pinch the shoulder blades back, and you're going to punch out to the sides, okay? Keeping your shoulder blades pinched as much as you can. Now, take it to the right and the left as you go to each side, all right? So you're trying to get out, keeping those shoulder blades pinched the whole time, even when you extend your arm. We're trying to think about those shoulder blades, bending your legs, extending your arms, and engaging your core, all of the upper body. Having some fun with this one. Keep those shoulder blades pinched. Trying to use our shoulder blades without our traps. Nice work. So we're going to come back to our little bit of our kicking movements. Let's come back to our neutral point. We're going to kick in front without touching. Take it and kick it back. Up in front, and then in back. In front, just the right leg, and then back. In front, and then back. Keeping that long body as you go backwards. Extend your leg and your back. As you go forward, stretch your hamstrings, kick your leg. You can use your arms and core to counterbalance yourself, and that really helps us to keep our stability on that left leg. All about stability and then mobility with our hip and strengthening with our core and that leg that's on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the right leg, forward kick with the left, and back. Again, stabilizing yourself with that right leg, getting a strong kick forwards and backwards, keeping your posture nice and tall with your upper body, along with your back and leg as you kick it back. So remembering to keep our leg and back in alignment as you kick back. Keep going strong. Nice long neck, long flat back. And then we're going to take it back to those steps we just did before in 10 seconds. Where we went forward, sideways, and backwards, working our legs. Nice job. So, getting our body positioning centered, okay? We're going to go forwards, backwards, and out. Forwards, backwards, and out. Go as fast as you can now. Now you're warm. Try to kick up your tempo. So you're getting all of these positions, working through, changing what your foot is doing, working that hip strength, working that balance, working that stability, leg strength. And don't forget to smile while working out. It's always fun to work out. Keeping your back long, especially as you step backwards and forwards. We want to think about our core posture. And then this knee on the leg that's standing still is staying stacked over the ankle. All right, match up our feet, other side, in front, and back, out to the side. Keeping that rhythm going, trying to keep your balance and stability with a little bit of heart rate action going. Keeping it going, we're going to go 30 more seconds on this one with your heart rate elevating, getting our cardio and our balance. And if it's not coming up, go faster. Go big or go home, right? Hey, wait a minute, that never works. Awesome job. We're going to get 10 more seconds, and then we're going to take it back to using our legs like we did at the very beginning to bring our feet across. 3, 2, 1. We're going to take our feet, we're going to come up and across. You're going to punch across as well. So punch across and across. Pull your leg up and then punch across. So we're putting those two exercises together that we did at the beginning. We're trying to get a higher heart rate, go a little faster, extend your arm out, working your core and your balance, getting that stretch through your hip and that glute. Awesome work. Keeping your heart pumping. Stay fast to keep your heart rate up for that level 3. Level 2 is a little slower. Level 1, you can just step it. You don't have to even hop. We're going to go back to some core work again. We're going to do some wood choppers. So we're going to take our feet, start wide for 30 seconds, up and down, up and down. Long flat back, all right? Long flat back, coming up and down. Neutral neck, use your legs and your core, all right? Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go right foot in front of left in 3, 2, 1, right in front of left, and keep going. Centering your weight on both feet. See how that changes your balance for 30 seconds. It'll make it a whole different exercise. A whole nother exercise, my favorite saying. A whole nother. We're going to switch now to the left in front of the right and keep going. You can look up "nother" in the Oxford Dictionary. I think it's on page 86. Nother. Nice flat back. So you're trying to use your core, your abs and your back together to keep your balance here. Coming up and down. 5 more seconds. And then we're going to take it back to our side steps. One more time with that high knee action. Ready? Let's take it across again. Getting those feet and arms to counteract each other. Getting some stretching movements through your hips, pelvis, and your balance. And then we're going to go for 30 more seconds before we hit those wood choppers again. And on the wood choppers on the next set, we're going to go a little more diagonally. Good work. So again, if you want to make these harder, you can throw in more of a jump to take it to level 3, and that develops more power. If you want to regress it, you can just do more of a step and a smaller movement. So that'd be level 1. We always have options. Let's go back to our wood choppers. We're going to offset our feet a little bit. So left foot is forward, right foot is back. Coming down and up diagonally. Down and up. Down and up. All right? So level 1 is just this basic movement. Level 2, shift your weight and lift that right leg. But keep your feet offset as you come back down. Level 3, shift and jump. shift and jump. Squeeze that glute on the left leg as you come up. And it doesn't have to be a big jump. It's more just unweighting your foot and getting that left foot to come off the ground. So you develop power in the posterior chain muscles on that left leg. Again, long flat back, 10 more seconds, and then we're going to keep going. We're going to offset our other foot. So we'll put that right foot forward in 3, 2, 1. Match our feet, right foot offset and forward, down to the left, and then up to the right. Okay, so again, you can shift your weight if you want to get that little bit of a weight shift. Feel what your core is doing. Is your back staying flat? Level 1, just step it. Level 2, a little faster. Level 3, throw in that hop. And level 2, you can unweight your feet. So you see how with wide feet, it's a little better balance. But we'll narrow our feet up again, coming in here in a minute. But before we do that, we're going to take our high knee exercise again with our boxing. Ready? So coming up with our knee again and across with your arms. One more time, third set. 1 minute, going as fast as you can. Getting that wide punching movement. Take it across. Extend as you exhale. Letting your knee come across your body to work your lower abdominals and your upper abdominals. By lifting your leg, you're going to work your lower abs and our hip flexors, which helps stabilize our abs. Nice job. Keep strong. 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. We're going to go back to our wood choppers with our narrow stance. So left foot in front of right, coming down to the right side, up to the left. So your feet are really close together. Down and up. Down and up. So you're going diagonally this time. See how that shifts your balance. Centering your weight on both feet. All right? Centering your weight on both feet so that your weight is distributed to your front foot and your back foot. So you have to use your ankles, knees, and hips, not just our back. We're trying to keep our back flat. So from the side, I'm keeping my back flat, letting the legs do the work, letting the core stabilize. We're going to go 5 more seconds, and then we're going to switch our feet to the other side. Awesome job. Let's go ahead and switch our feet. Right foot in front. Tricky. Down to the right, up to the left. Down to the right, up to the left. I feel like I'm surfing when I start this one out. Here's a fun fact. If anyone ever does any surfing or snowboarding or skateboarding, why do they call it goofy footing? Goofy footed. Because there was an old Disney episode and all the Disney characters were surfing, and Goofy got up on his surfboard and did it backwards. And they said, "You're goofy." And then it became goofy footed. And usually it means having the opposite foot forward, which is usually the left. Nice job. Keeping your back long. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right, third set of our steps. So get your base. We're going to keep our left foot planted, out with the right leg, side, back, front. Now try to throw in a little bit more arm movement and core movement. Use your arms as if you're running in place. Getting those arms going wherever you can with your balance. Using your core, exhaling, trying to pull your abs tight as you do these. We're going to go 20 more seconds. So, a lot of good rotational power here. Great for hiking, pickleball, biking, skiing. All that strength in our leg. We're going to match our feet, taking it to the left side. Forwards, backwards, out to the side. That's the way. Again, use your whole body. Getting your counterbalancing with your arms. Did you know that if you go out and run or walk, your arm speed is a bigger predictor of how fast you will walk or run versus your leg speed? And there's a fun fact for you. So if you want to go faster, move your arms faster. Your legs will follow. 15 seconds left. Getting fitter and smarter with our fun facts and fitness. And sticking with our theme, we're going to go to wood choppers one last time diagonally. Narrow feet, so right foot in front of the left. Okay? Keeping our balance with your narrow feet. Coming down, so right foot in front of left. Let's come down to the right or left and up to the right. Down to the left, up to the right. 1 minute. Again, keeping your weight centered. Exhale and crunch with a flat back. Exhale, imagine you have a ball and you're going to smash it onto the ground. Smashing it down to that left side. And then picking it up and trying to get as much power and momentum out of that smash as you can. Nice work. Keeping it going with your high heart rate. We're going to just switch our feet up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch our feet. Going to the opposite side, down to the right, up to the left. Keeping that long, flat back. Keeping that power through your lower body. Keeping your back nice and flat. That's the goal there. Flat back. Letting your ankles, knees, and hips do the work. Like little shock absorbers. Springs. Shortening and extending in our legs, our ankles, our hips. 15 seconds left to this side. And then we're going to come back to working our core again a little more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come back to core again. We're going to take it with our left leg, stand on the left leg. Kicking back with the right leg, extending your right arm, pull it in. Kick it back, pull it in. Kick it back, pull it in. All right, ready, set, go. 1 minute, extending, using your whole body, trying to get a big movement. So you're pulling in with your abdominals, extending with your low back. Great core off the floor exercise here. Good balance exercise with that left leg. And then working through our obliques by twisting and rotating with your body. Good job. Keeping your tempo. Keeping your extension with your arm and leg. Extending. So that left leg might be feeling it by now. And that's good. That means you're doing it right. We have 10 seconds left. So you're going to be strengthening that left leg while strengthening the right side at the same time. Nice job. And working our mobility. So we're going to switch our feet, standing on the right leg, up with that left and forward. Again, getting a big extension. Your right leg should be feeling it on this one. Trying to get your extension. Keep your toes pointed down as you kick back and extend. Keeping those toes pointed down helps us extend more. Nice job. Strong extension. We're going to keep going. We're going to get about 30 more seconds on this side. Remember to push your knee out, bending your knee on the right leg, using that ankle stability, mobility through your hips and pelvis. Ten seconds left. Good work, keeping it up. That's it. Awesome job. All right, last set of wood choppers, but we're going to go wide with your feet. Even feet up, so you're extending your back, opening your abdominals. And then as we come down, you're going to keep your back flat. Your knees are soft, but you're not going to bend them. Come down and then up. Exhale, come down and up. Feel the movement. Crunch your abdominals. Extend and feel your back tighten and glutes. Down and up. It doesn't have to be fast. What's more important is that you're feeling the movement. Slow this one down so you can feel the movement. Pinch your shoulder blades as you come up, keeping your form through your core. We're only going to do one set of these. It's almost like a stiff leg deadlift, and that you have to get the mobility through your core and your torso. And then we're going to come back to some boxing and leg raises again to work our obliques. You're doing great. We have 20 seconds left on this one. Nice long flat back. Legs are staying at a pretty constant angle in our hips and core make up the difference here. 10 seconds left. Getting the sweat going today. Feeling strong. Now we're going to go standing on the left leg. This is a tricky one. We're going to kick out, toes pointed forward with the right side. We're also going to punch out to the right. I know it looks silly, but we're trying to work the obliques on one side. Punch out to the right. Punch out to the right. Try not to touch the ground. This is your balance challenge here. Keeping your body in alignment. You're punching out, lifting up. Punching out, lifting up. Punching out, lifting up. Toes are pointed forward. Hips and pelvis and upper body are all aligned. You should feel this a lot through your core. That's the goal. We want to feel this all through the core. Good alignment. So you're trying to keep everything aligned. And on this, you can even use your camera as that mirror to see if your body is aligned as you're punching out. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to pause, neutral, switch to the other side. Get the kick and then the punch. See if your balance is different on one side than on the other. It might mean that your glutes aren't as strong to hold you up on one side. And then crunching your abs, kicking up and punching out, seeing if your balance is as good on the opposite side. Excellent job. Keeping yourself working it. 20 more seconds. Again, trying to keep your balance in itself as an exercise, because we're trying not to touch that foot to the ground, letting that right leg do all the work here. Keeping our good alignment through that right side. Getting that alignment. And then we're going to take it back down to lower body one more time. We're going to come into a little bit of a squat, okay? What we're going to do, level 1, just stay low, walk it forwards, backwards. Level 2, little hops, just unweighting your feet, all right? Level 3, bigger jumps, but stay low in your squat with a long flat back. Ready? 1 minute. So we're going to back it up, bring it forward. Back it up, bring it forward. Quads should be burning by now. Back it up, bring it forward. Back it up, bring it forward. Keep going. Keeping it going. We're going to go for 15 more seconds, and then we're going to work our hamstrings a little bit. So this gets those quads burning a little bit. Very low impact. So even if you're throwing in jumps, we're staying close to the ground, letting our legs move under us. Good job. Hamstring curls. Standing on our right leg, push your knee out, come up and squeeze. Meanwhile, with your right arm, we're going to punch across. So you're squeezing this glute and hamstring while you're just working your balance and using your right arm to distract you from your legs hurting. So, curl with your leg, squeeze, isometric squeeze. This knee, your left knee is behind your right knee, so you're keeping your knee back, opening and stretching the front of your hip, tightening the back. You should feel this in your glutes, and your hamstrings are on fire by now. And then 3, 2, 1 is all it takes. Let's switch to the other side. Squeeze, left arm, squeeze the right hamstrings. Squeezing those right glute muscles. Again, your arm is just helping you distract from how much that leg is squeezing and hurting right now. And if you're not feeling it and you want to isolate and identify, just squeeze up to isolate and identify. You can just do them here. You can better take your hands out of it. So use your core. I like the crossover movement because it kind of helps me counterbalance. Keep going strong. We're going to go 20 more seconds. And then we're going to come back to that little squatting exercise one more time that we just did to get those quads firing. Awesome job. 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Let's take it down to our little squat hops. Little squats. Now, if you want to add in another piece to this, you can hop back diagonally, come forward, go back diagonally to the other side. Come forwards, back diagonally, forwards, back diagonal, forward, back diagonal. So you can play around with it. And the whole goal there is keeping your abs tight and using your core to stay stable. Pinching our shoulder blades, keeping our upper body tall. Nice job. Stay with it. 10 more seconds. Awesome job. And that's it. Keeping our abs in mind. Come up nice and tall. Let's pull our shoulder blades back. We're going to stand on our left leg, right leg up in front. Tall upper body. Try this coming up and down. As simple as that. All right? Coming up and down without moving your upper body. Okay? So it's hip flexors, lower abdominals. Now, here's your next challenge. If that's easy, take your left arm, put it up here behind your head, and keep going. All right? So your right arm is helping balance. Now, crunch across a little bit. Crunch across a little bit. Crunch across a little bit. See how that changes your balance, right? But you're working your core to do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna match our feet. Left leg is gonna come up first. Start with the basics. Tall upper body. Just the left leg. Just like you did on the last one. Let your body feel the movement through your abs. Before you rush to getting our abs in it, get the balance on your right leg. Then bring your right arm up, progressing yourself gradually so you can keep focused on the form. It's not a race. Quality over quantity. Then try getting your crossover. Try getting your crossover. Don't worry, we'll do a second set of these. Exhale as you cross over, trying to work those abs. You're still keeping your upper body long. You're just rotating through your torso to make that movement happen. Good job. So the tricky part there is it's rotation, not crunching. All right, let's go ahead. You're going to come back to standing on that left leg, getting these hamstrings to work on the right leg. Okay, now with your left arm, come across. Come across. Squeeze your hamstring, move your arm across your body. See how that makes you change your balance. And if you want to make it harder, just go a little faster. But keep that squeeze in the hamstrings. So you're getting your hamstrings to squeeze and then holding that squeeze and glutes the whole time. This is a whole series of core exercises you can do anywhere without having to get on the ground, which is kind of nice because it makes you use your balance while you're working your core. And that's super functional. So you're keeping your upper body pretty still. Your arm is crossing over. Nice job. Match our feet. Standing on that right leg. Squeezing the left hamstring first. Get that glute and hamstring to work. Squeezing it up. And then we're going to come across the other way. Across your body. Across your body. So that knee stays behind your other knee. Left knee behind the right knee. Opening the front of your hip. Squeezing the glutes and hamstrings. Working your balance on that right leg. And working your torso and core strength. Great job. Keeping strong. Neutral neck, strong core. Neutral neck. There's always something we're going to try to shoot for. Looking down diagonally on some of these, keeping our spine long helps. We're going to come back to our leg raises next. They were so much fun the first time. Let's get a second set of those. All right, so standing strong and balanced, tall upper body. Right leg coming up first. Now, since you know what to expect, you can take your left hand, bring it up and across. Squeeze your left glute, crunch your abdominals, but still keep your torso long. So you're crunching your abs and keeping your torso long. So from the side, I'm trying to come down with a long spine, a small crunch, but a natural swing with your leg so it doesn't throw your balance off so much. Now if you're feeling it tomorrow, we did some different stuff today. And that's where you start to see what needs to get stronger. But if it's too sore, always shoot me a message. Happy to give you some stretches. Because you have to do this for your life, right? That's the goal. Let's switch to the other side. We're going to match our feet. Standing on the right. First, getting your left foot up. And then we're gonna come up and across, up and across, up and across. Again, you're gonna see your balance might be different on one side than on the other. Spread your toes out in your shoes, and that will always help you keep your balance. The fun of working out at home too is that you can work out barefoot, so you can spread your feet out and you can have better balance. And if you wanted to make these harder, you could do these on a Bosu ball. There's a fun challenge for you. If you wanted to try a different challenge, don't do it now necessarily, but you can try these with your eyes closed. See how that shifts your balance. All the balance exercises that we do. 3, 2, 1. You guys did it. Awesome job. Way to go.